Today I'm going to be talking about how to count numbers in a list. Right, so let's just get started. So with something very easy. So how many numbers are there in the list? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's pretty obvious there's 4 of them. Okay, now what about if it goes all the way up to, let's say, 40? How many numbers are in this list? Well, pretty much the same. It is going to be 40 because it goes from 1 to 40. So if we just say, instead of like a specific number here, if we just put some variable n, then there will be n. Then there will be n numbers here in this list. Right, so now let's get on to something a little bit harder. What if we don't start from 1? Let's say we're going to start from 2. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. So then how many numbers are in this list here? Well, again, you can just count. It's going to be 4. So now again, what if it doesn't go to just 5? Let's say it goes up to 40 again. So how many numbers are in this list? So now this is a little bit trickier because it takes some time to count all of them and it's not some obvious number. So what we're going to do is look. So we're going to subtract 1 from every number in this list. That's going to make it equal to 1, 2, 3, and then so on all the way to 39. Right, and now we know how many numbers are in this list just from what we did above. There are 39 numbers in this list. And you may notice that the number of numbers in these two lists haven't changed. They both have the same number of numbers. We just change the values within the list. So that means these both have 39 numbers in it. So this list here has 39 numbers. Right. Now again, let's move on to the general case. So let's say this is n. Then how many numbers are in this list? Well, again, we follow the similar process. We subtract 1 from all of these numbers, so it gives 1, 2, 3, all the way up to n minus 1. Right, and in total, this is n minus 1 numbers. So this means that if we start with 2, it means that we will have n minus 1 numbers if it goes up to n. Right, so now let's also make this a bit more general. So let's say it doesn't start with 2. Let's just say it starts with some number a. So it goes a plus 1, a plus 2, and so on all the way up to n. Then how many numbers are in this list? Right, so again, we want to follow a similar process to what we did before. So instead of subtracting 1, we're going to subtract as much as we can until we make the first number 1, because then we know how to count the list. So how much is that? Well, if we subtract a from a, then that will give 0. So what we want to do, if we subtract a minus 1, so if we do a minus 1, then this is actually equal to 1. So this is what we need. So we're going to subtract a minus 1 from all of these, from all the numbers in this list. So that's going to give us 1. That's because a minus 1 is 1, and then 2, 3, and then all the way up to n minus a minus 1, and this here is just equal to n minus a plus 1. So that means there are n minus a plus 1 numbers in the list. Right, so we can pretty much just leave this stuff because this is a very general case. It tells us how to count a list of consecutive numbers from some arbitrary number a to some arbitrary number n. And of course, a has to be less than n. So let's just put that down. because if it isn't, then you just switch N and A.